up, peeps? Said that weird, I'm sorry, but today I'm going to be reviewing a movie. I actually need to check if somebody reviewed or suggested this movie or not, because I don't remember. Alright, so it turns out that nobody suggested this movie. I swear I thought somebody did, but apparently not. But yeah, so again, this is not a horror movie, actually. This is more of... How do I describe this movie? I don't want to call it a drama, because it's definitely a bit more action-packed than a drama. I really don't want to call it action-packed, but, you know, I'm going to say more of like a thriller, suspense, if you will. It's kind of like a home invasion movie, but I will count it as a horror movie, because it is a bit shocking, but this movie's called Funny Games. Now, please keep in mind that this is not the 1997 original Australian film, I want to say. The point is, this is not the original, this is the 2008 American remake, so, yeah, so let's get started. Alright, so this movie is very odd. It is very weird. I don't even know how to start. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you the plot. It's about a family, and a family of three, a mom, a dad, and a son, and I think a dog. Yeah, a dog. Sorry, my throat, okay. But, yeah, so they're driving to their vacation home, where they're staying at for a vacation, and, you know, they're just there. It's like kind of like an isolated house, like next to a lake. They have like a boat and everything, but they do have neighbors. Apparently, what happens is that they're moving into their vacation home for the, you know, however long they're staying there, and these two people, these two albino brothers, I think they're twins. No, they're not twins, but they are these two albino brothers, and they tell them, hey, welcome. You know, welcome. We're neighbors. We live right across there. If you guys need anything, need any help, they're like the nicest guys. They're actually like, you're watching this, like, hey, those are some nice guys. Like, you know, they don't seem like threatening at all. They're just like these cool, uptight albino people. But you know, they have like blonde hair, blue eyes. They're wearing just all white, and they're big golfers too, as you can see in that cover. But okay, so things get a little bit more deadlier here. You see what happens, just an average day at their, vacation home, but, what happens is that I forget what happens, but one of them comes over. I forget why, it's been a while since I've seen this, but one of the brothers comes over, and then eventually they both come over, and they, eventually they take the family hostage. Like, they tie them up, and they tell them, hey, we're gonna play a game. God, what do they say? I forget what they said. Hang on, let me read this. But yeah, what happens is that basically these brothers, they take this family hostage because they're kind of twisted, a little bit crazy in the head. But yeah, what happens is they say, so we're gonna go ahead and play several games, is what they told them. They're like tied up to their chair and stuff. And what they do is they just basically torture the family in like a very slow yet twisted kind of way. There isn't a whole lot of blood and gore, actually. Not too much, because after all, there's like 5 people in the entire movie, but that doesn't really tell you anything. It just tells you, like, you know. But it's a bit shocking, you know. It doesn't sound like as shocking now, but when you watch the movie, just how it's made, how it's done, it's a bit disturbing at times, because I mean, the stuff they do, they're these innocent brothers. You have no idea who they are or why they're keeping this family hostage. They're doing it for no reason. You know, they're twisted in the head, and, you know, they just do these, like, really messed up stuff to this family, this innocent family. So it's kind of weird. That's basically the plot of this film. But yeah, again, it's a bit disturbing and shocking at parts, you know. This is said to be one of the most controversial movies of all time to some people. You know, I do definitely see it like on a lot of lists, like on IMDb and stuff. It's like on a list of like the most disturbing films of all time and stuff like that. You know, this guy right here, his name's Peter Elsman. He says the most terrifying movie I've ever seen. I can see that. Doesn't play nice, very easy, profoundly disturbing. Made with brutal fascination and skill. The acting is terrific. I do agree with that. The acting was actually pretty cool. Pretty good. But yeah, I really have nothing else to say about this movie besides it is shocking. You know what? I enjoyed this movie very much. I have yet to see the original, I kind of want to say Australian. I have yet to see the original Australian film, so I really do want to see that one. I heard it's a lot more better, but again, this is the only one I've seen. It was at my FYE for like $8. You know, it's the American remake, but I liked it. I honestly thought it was pretty good. By the way, I absolutely loved the opening title to this film. It is great. The opening credits and the ending credits they're awesome. But yeah, the it's kind of weird. I don't want to give out any spoilers, but if you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. With like the part with like the remote, and he's like fast forwarding the movie, like the actual movie. It's a strange movie, and sometimes like the brothers they'll actually look at the camera and start talking to the audience. It's a bit weird. It's definitely a very unusual movie, but you know what? It is very good. Overall, I would probably give Funny Games 4 out of 5 stars. Really great movie. I highly suggest anybody a lover of any movie genre to check this movie out. It's a little bit of everything. Thriller, drama, suspense, horror. It's got all of it in here, but you know what? If you can be a fan of any movie genre, please check this movie out. It is definitely worth checking out. So yeah, that's it for Funny Games. What I just realized is I'm doing a lot of these reviews of like, not necessarily horror movies, but like disturbing, controversial movies. Like, I just did Irreversible, Cannibal Holocaust, a Serbian film, the Poughkeepsie Tapes. I'm doing a lot of those, like, disturbing, controversial movies for some reason. I don't know why. I feel like reviewing them. But, yeah, so that's about it. Thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment down below on what movie I should review next, and I will see you guys later.